Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how I installed my first set of miracle knots. Here I'm unboxing the human hair that I got from Icy Hair. I got 18 inches, but you honestly can get away with 16 inches if you do decide to install the hair at the end of your braids. I did go ahead and wash the hair before I installed them. And at this point I was a little worried because it seemed as though it wasn't enough hair. But after I started spreading them out on the drying rack, I came to realize it was enough. I did prep my braids the night before, so I'm just going in with some oil for my ends. Since it was my first time crocheting my hair, it did take me a while to get the hang of it. Despite that, I would say that this hairstyle is beginner friendly. I would definitely recommend purchasing this 360 mirror because it did make the process so much easier. At this point I was an hour in and I got 12 braids done. This is how much hair I'm working with. I think I'm making good progress. So I started adding 3 strands instead of 2 to each braid. Here I'm showing a more detailed view of the process. I started by sticking the crochet needle about halfway down the length of my braid. Then I looped in the human hair, and as I started to pull the crochet needle toward my braid, the latch closes and then it brings the human hair through my braid. And at this point, I know some people usually loop their hair, but I decided to pull it all the way through and twist my human hair instead of looping it. This is just because I want to reuse my hair and I feel like this would be the best way that I could take it out or take it down. And I know you're wondering if the human hair actually stays in place with this method, and I did a lot of tugging and pulling at it and it still didn't budge, so I think it'll last this way. But yeah, I went ahead and did all of my braids using that method. For those wondering, I didn't add any human hair at the ends of my braids, and I do recommend you doing that. It'll just help keep your natural hair from poking out of the braids. So yeah, I would recommend you adding hair to the end of the braids, but I learned my lesson and I probably will do that the next go around. I honestly started getting dizzy at the three-way mirror, so I had to take a break from that one. I would recommend that you start adding 4 pieces to the top braids, or even 5, just so that the top of your head doesn't look so scarce and boneless. It's currently 4:51 and I'm finally done. I went in with my spray bottle and started moisturizing my hair. At this point I thought I got some dry hair because it wasn't getting wet, but now that I look back at the clip, I was not spraying the hair, I was definitely spraying the camera. But I finally catch sense and started spraying the hair. And this is the final look. If you would like more videos like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.